Okay. We weren't sure when we were going to do this, but there's no time like the present. This is an original number of ours. Are you ready? I'm going to tell you a story. I'm going to tell you this, and I'm going to tell you for free. So, Chicago is the city that I'm from. Many of us are from Chicago, not all of us, but many of us. We've all lived in Chicago in the past. And the way you get around in Chicago is by our elevated train system. We call it the L because we can't pronounce Vated train system. And one day while I was sitting on the L, a man walked on and he wore a shirt. A not very nice shirt, I'll have you know. It looked like Run DMC, but instead of Run DMC, I'm sorry to give you the strike on YouTube. It said, fuck LBJ. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? What? An F word in the raw in public like that? And so me, being a pure little boy who doesn't follow basketball, I thought, this guy really hates Lyndon Baines Johnson. This is crazy. Why? What did he ever do to you? I mean, like, maybe if you don't like the space race, or maybe if you, I don't know, you vote for, I guess he didn't run against it. You guys know what happened. Kennedy. Yeah, I don't need to tell you U.S. history. Anyway, I digress. So it was months later when somebody said, hey, you guys see LBJ play last night? I'm like, the president, he's dead. He died. Did no one tell you? And they're like, no, I meant LeBron James. Oh! LBJ stands for Lyndon Baines. It stands for the two things. So me, who's never said no to a bad idea, I was like, I should write a song about that. I should call it LBJ, and it should be about how these two things go together. Specifically combining the space race and basketball. But then it hit me. Ding! Little light bulb like one of these. Yes. There's already a perfect artwork that combines basketball and the space race. And anybody? Space Jam, you're right. It's a movie and it's called Space Jam. So my idea, I decided I was going to change the whole thing. Instead of writing a song about any of the things I just talked about, I was going to write a song about the movie Space Jam. And you're listening to it. It's called Space Jam. Oh, thank you. And it goes something like this. 1, 2, here we go. Starring Michael Jordan. Space Jam is a movie starring Michael Jordan. He's good at basketball. He's good. Very good. He's good at basketball. He's good. He's good at basketball. He's good. Very good. He's good at basketball. Second verse. Space Jam is a thing you put on space bread. Space Jam is a thing you put on space bread. Now everybody, get up and dance like your dad. Dance like your dad. Dance like your dad. However your dad would dance, dance in that way. Dance like your dad, in the style of your dad, in the manner and fashion of your father. You better be dancing. So in the entertainment business, there's a phrase called going for house, which means that you're unfairly going to get a positive response. Like, for example, if you were like, hello, Woodstock, right? You see, I got house just a little bit. But I'm going to have to do it to tell this part of the story. So we're having another kid. I'm having a kid, right? Yes, right? I know, that's so unfair. It's like, I feel manipulative doing it, but it's part of the story, so I've got to. And so when I wrote this song years ago, Dance Like Your Dad was my own dad, and the ways my dad would dance. And now, Dance Like Your Dad, it has added an apostrophe and an E. Dance Like You Are Dad is what that has become in my mind. It's the only time I've seen that happen. It's a James Joycean type of syntactical development. This is welcome to Introduction to Irish Literature. We're talking about Finnegan's Wake. Anyway, so... What's that? Yo, he's auditing. Okay, cool. You still have to do the paper. So, my daughter, she's a daughter. The girl's a daughter. That's what she'll be. We have to come up with a name for her. And so I've been thinking, why would they let me name a person when I wrote the song Space Jam? It's really kind of unfortunate. The thing that's also crazy is now everything is recorded 100% of the time, including right now. So there's a very real chance that this person who doesn't exist will one day watch this and say, that's why you named me, I don't know, Taz? LeBron James? Any number of these things. Sorry, honey. But actually, we sat down, my wife and I, and we wrote down every name we had ever heard before. It took us many months, and our other daughter was neglected during this whole time. Father, may I have food? Quiet, we're writing down names. And so we had crossed out all the names, all of them, because we didn't like any of them. But afterwards, we looked at the first letters of all the names. Something called an acrostic, right? Like I said, this is a literature class. And wouldn't you know it, there was a secret message spelled out in the first one. So the first name we obviously put down was Lyndon. And then the next one was Baines. The third one, Johansson. You didn't see that coming. Hey, did you? That's what we call a curveball. James would have actually been a better name because it's actually a first name. Now I'm thinking about it. But anyway, we spelled it all out, and it all came through. It was like that Nicolas Cage movie, Knowing, that apparently some of you have seen. Okay, but it was a secret message, and suddenly I knew what it meant to be a father, to be a husband, to be a namer of names, to be a person who knows what LBJ stands for. I'm going to share that message with you. Are you ready? Are you ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. LBJ stands for LeBron James. LBJ stands for President Lyndon Johnson. LBJ stands for LeBron James. LBJ. Everybody want to hear you. LBJ stands for LeBron James. LBJ stands for President Lyndon Johnson. LBJ stands for LeBron James. LBJ stands for President Lyndon Johnson. Space Jam.